Rightio. Well, I am continuing on with my playthrough. I'm not recording this while streaming, I'm recording this offline. So there's probably going to be a little bit less chatter, but we'll see. And I'm going to mainly focus on just fixing a few things, I think. A few optimizations. So I'm actually going to move this to here. And then I'm going to get rid of that and that. And I'm going to merge. No. I want to just do one belt. So I'm going to do this to here. Yeah, no, I do want to split it here. Yeah. And then I can just do that. Like that. So not wasting stuff. All right. And then the last bit, the reason for doing all of that is I'm going to bring this stuff here where can he be? Probably about there. And it will join in with that. Right. Actually, I could put a like that. That'll just push my full inventory's worth. It won't be important for a long time. And then this is going to slow it down as well. So I might do the same here. Perfect. All right. That'll help that for a little bit. This is just crystal on this island. There's nothing on this one. I've got oil left here. That goes over there. We're doing a lot of pigment over there, so I'm just going to leave that for the minute. There's crystal here. This has got a depot, a delivery depot by the looks of it. There's no... trying to think. So I'm trying to do some more. Here we go. We've got some blue here. Is there oil on here? I don't think so. But I could bring that, possibly bring the oil across. There's a depot there. Just trying to work out my best expansion plans. Oil and oil, right. I reckon oil and oil. For me to get that all to over here is a bit tricky, isn't it? With what I've done here. I could move this to the island completely and just belt the resources. Oh, that oil, so that's the oil there I'm thinking about. There's no... So I'm just thinking about, I can get... This is different here, whatever this is. Is that another resource for that? It is, right. We might leave that one then. Alright, that's got... Yeah, I think we'll choose this one. This has got everything in it. And then I can... Yeah. Yep. Alright. So I'm going to unlock 2. This one and this one, maybe that one. They're a point each. This has got extra resources. And that's got extra oil. We'll just do these two at the moment. So what do I want to do? I was looking at... Let's get rid of all these nasty trees. How's this production going? Seems to be running a little bit better now that I've got... Yeah, we're back up and running again now that I've got more of that coming in here. Looks like we're back to a nicer... Yeah. Yeah, I'll just leave all that alone right now. This is making... I did want to make more blue, and that's what's happening at the moment. We're just waiting for, yeah, those to come through. It's doing about 20 a minute. Okay, so the next building was this thing. That actually looks pretty easy. Oh, I mean, not easy, but that would actually be a good spot for it. The things I need for it look easy. I'm going to maybe not do that there. This one here, that looks like, see, oh, that's weird. I've done that like that for a reason, I'm sure. Well, let's shove this over here. Okay, modules needed. Can I move that down? That puts it down the bottom. Perfect. Okay, all right. I'm going to start off. So this has got a lot of blue stuff and it's got oil. This has got nothing. It's got a lot of shards and a delivery depot. You know what? I reckon... I'm going a bit here and purchase the islands. This is one I just purchased, yep. So it's got some oil, but I don't care about the oil. There we go, alright. It also has a delivery area. Okay. So I've got a few upgrades recently. My furnace is still making 15, but my extractors are now 30. And each, so it's 2 for every furnace. Let's go. So I might change this. Those 2. Oh no, that'll be right. Those. Yeah. Start off with a furnace, and I'm going to leave a little bit more room this time. We'll start that there. And I'm going to make So that's going to output 15, and the cutter makes, it needs 30. So we're going to do some so we're going to join those together. So now I'll have 30 coming in to my cutter, and I'm going to alright, so that one and that one, that's basically, I'll cut this in half like that. That'll output 60. I will split it. And I'm going to put one of them through a monotoner. I'm going to do that. And I'm going to split that. I'm going to do that. And that. Yep, that's right. Okay, so both of those yeah, that's right. Yep. Yep. Okay, so we've done that one. We've done that one. Next up, so this one here and this one here. Oh, that's an easy one. So that would be a we do sec. Yep. That's so easy. So now we get this. Yep. We may... it's alright. How many parts have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can only do 6 cranes at the moment. We'll have to work on that. I'm going to get rid of... We don't need that one now. So this one and this one and this one. That's a whole block. Like that. That can actually come to there. That gets cut. No. Monotoned. Then cut. Like that. Right. That's 120, 60, and 30 and 30. Alright, that's that one done. So now this one and this one, I feel like that there's a few mixings going on here. Oh, that's one block, isn't it? Yeah, it is. All right. And this is going to be like that. And I reckon it's going to output that. It's going to output 60. 60. And 30 and 30, and that's... The monotoning is doing my head in. Is there a faster monotoner? Monotoner speed. I need 140. We're not far off getting that. And what that... Excuse me. That'll take me to 30. Alright, so what I might do is... plan for it. Because I will get it very shortly, by the looks of it. Okay, so now that's, I'm going to have 30 and 30, then I want to cut that in two, so I'll have 60, I'm going to cut that in two, no. Probably easier putting that there like that. Like that. Ah. That's going to go there. Yeah, right. That. I don't have to do that, don't I? Alright, actually, hold on. I'm just going to get this now. Now I know I've got it. So now it reads properly. I'm outputting 60. So that's 30. So I'm doing 30 and 30. Yeah, I don't know why I was... That's what was doing my heading. Oops, so that's outputting 30. Alright, I'm getting there. So that one and that one. And then this one. That. Is that right? Yep, that's right. So I've done that one now. What, when do I get... You know what, this... Nah, I can't get that any closer, can I? No. When can I get more cranes? What did I need for more cranes? $60 for the next crane. Oh no, 480. Eight, 120. So 400 for the next one. All right. Okay, for the next one, I'm going to work on these. That one... Hold on. Oh yeah, I've done, that was a whole block. I haven't done a whole block of this one. I haven't done. So I think I'll do a cutter. I'll cut the block in half. No. I need to split it first. That's that one. Right, so now these are the last three here. So I think this will take a few blocks. We'll start off with right, and then we will I've got spare here. Yeah. So I'm actually going to take this. So this will do one side. Right. And then that does that. coming out at 60. That's 30. It's coming out 60. I'm setting 30 to here. So 15 becomes 30. So I want to put a monotoner there. And then that. There. There's that one and that one. So the last one is this and this. That's a whole piece. That's half, cut in half. So I'm gonna monotone that, and then I'll cut it, and then I will split it. I'm actually gonna that's the wall. Right, so that's that. So I'm making, I'll also be making this one. I'm pretty sure I'm monotoning that whole block. think I want doing that. It's going to cut it and make 60. So 30 will go into here. That'll make 120. So that's 60 and 60, and then that one and that one. That's one. And that's that one. That'll make that. That's the wall piece. So I need I'm actually going to move this out of the way for a sec. And I'm going to work on this piece here. So I do need all of that again. Kind of. I need believe it or not, I want to monotone it. I want to unmonotone it. I think that's what I wanted. Yeah. Let's get my head around this numbers wise. 30, 30 comes 120. So if I split it into 60, there'll be those two there. becomes 60. That's that. That's the bit for the middle of that. This one here, am I still missing a bit? I think I'm still missing something. Like that makes that bit that sandwiches into that bit, which is fine. This bit is the wall. I'm a plate short. 1, 2, 3. I'm half short. I reckon, yeah, I think what I've done here is that's making those. So that will cut it. So I think what I should do here is that's outputting 60, isn't it? So 30 will come here. That'll then output 60. No, output 120. That's right, 60. Oh. It'll correct it when a white one comes in. White one will come in, 60 will come out. Half is 30. 30 becomes 120, that does all of that, and it's been monotoned. That does all of that. Then the other half of this is a block, a white block. And if I So if the white block I need I think I know what I'm doing. I'll just put that there for a second. So I need to cut the block. This is coming out as white as 30. 30 into here. I'm going to cut it. Right, and then that'll come out as 120. Oh. Oh, whoa. I just... No. Oh, that's going to come into there. Okay. So 30, 120. All right, so that one's making the bottom piece of that, and that one's making the bottom piece of that. I don't want this because I want to monotone one of them. No. That's the wall? Yeah, I want to monotone one of them. And then I'm just going to get rid of this down here. That one. And that one. Oh, well, that took me ages to get to. Right. And then that left me with I'm still this, where are we? I'm missing this center block. I've got a feeling that I'm gonna it needs to be here. I'm not sure this one I've done here is going to be correctly efficient. Now I just need one more crane to unlock. And you know what? I think, look at that, 480. Timing was perfect. Holy moly. Yeah. I don't think this is as efficient, this one. I don't know. These are 3s, 75s. These are 100%. Yeah. That's right, they're not getting enough here. Probably what I could do is this one, and so that needs 30. So that's going to output 15. If I fed a cutter with 15, it would output 30. So if I just did that to there, like that, and I just fed one, then that would fix the efficiency, I think, because then this would get fed 30. Let's see if my theory is correct. This one's always not going to run right, but these should now go up to a 4. Wonder how long it takes for the numbers to sort themselves out. Because I've got 15 coming in, so that should output 30. 30 will make 30. 30 will then make 120. That's 60. That's 30 and 30. So that should all be correct. This one here, 30 is coming into here, and then 60 it splits, 230, yeah. So I don't know how long it takes. These ones should be getting better, I would think. Don't know. This one's always going to be, this should always be a 2 because it's 50% efficient, I would think. Don't know, maybe I'm missing something. I think I've got everything right. They are all running because they're all got numbers. All of this stuff's red because this is just being held up. In 30, out 60, so 30 that way, 30 that way. In 30, out 60, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, So that one's 15 in, so it'll be 30 out. 30, 30 to 120, 60, 30, 30. That's 30 and 30, and that's 30 and 30. 30 and 30, 30 and 30, 30. It's 30, 30, third and a third. Alright, and we're just waiting on a few bits. These ones really, I think this is all we're waiting on. And these ones here, well, it grabs them as it needs them, but yeah. Yeah, I don't understand why these have never gone up to... Oh. That's where I've gone wrong. Yeah, I'm at... I'm still supposed to be feeding... I'm only feeding one. Well, everything else I've fed two, but this one I'm only feeding one. But I need... Each pair is a pair of those. That's where I've screwed up. So this would be interesting to see how long it takes for that efficiency number to go up. Because pretty shortly, once that proper amount of ore comes through, yeah, already the cutter's gone up. Now that should always be at 50% because of what I'm feeding it, so that should always be 2. That's already gone up to 3. And then this has already hit 4. Okay, so it's very quick at hitting the so that's 4. So that's 4. They all hit 4. These ones are shared that are breaking down, but right. There you go. So there was a reason behind it. And now there's a bit of a backup here. But I'm happy with that. On our tech tree, so our linked buildings, that's 3 harvesters. No, there was this was the thing I was supposed to make, was I? Yeah, the Nexus Monument. So once we get these in, I've got all those, they're still coming in. It's just the slow feeding. That's pretty cool. You can pause and unpause. Well, while that's doing, this is my module area. This one. Let's... I've got a few over here I might use. Well, actually now, I can just steal 2 from here because of it's been changed now. I might leave them alone. Let's go with come all the way down to here. I think I want to, well, I want to cut that like that. That'll be the skip, and that'll be the filter out. So this one is going to go oops, I don't want the credits. Like that. Right. I'll just put that there for a sec to trash it so I can force these through. So there'll be this. That and that. Right, then from these blocks coming out, I'm going to yeah, hold on, that. Do that for a minute. Ah. That's why. I'm going to do a one like that. Actually, hold on. A monotoner. And a cutter. Like that. Pretty sure. So I think I'm going to bring these up to here. No. Why don't we... Okay, so this one coming out here. Well, actually, hold on. Yeah, actually, we'll do that. So this one here. Yeah, so I want to cut that. I don't think I've got the room to do what I want to do. I might do. Sometimes I gotta think I must be complicating things. Right, like that. Now the next bit is the so this one here that's coming out is that piece there. And that's that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, and one of the middle ones. So I reckon I chop it in half. first. Like that. So that's going to output. So I'm going to do that. That gets chopped again. Like that. So that and that. And technically, we can just join these here. Did I not line the other one up properly? Or am I not getting output because... Okay, so the way this works, so this here, and that like that, right? Okay, so next, so that one's those bits, they'll join up in a minute, and then this cuts into two, and then I need a cutter here. Hold on a sec. 60, yeah, so that's 30 in, yep. Like that. And then I'm going to it's running out of space. It's my own fault. Hold on, what's it outputting? 120, yeah, right, okay. Oh, okay, so if it's 120, I need to do no, I reckon do it like that. Right. So that'll be there and there. That will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 apart. Right, like that. This here. Let's come through. That. Like that. And then, can I do it? This is what I wasn't sure about. Oh yeah. Here it comes.
New module created.
Perfect. That's a slow one, and I think what I need to do is clear all the lines to force it to run through fresh. Because there are some sorters involved, and if they're not running optimally, then it's not going to run optimally. But there, look, it's coming out at a nice rate. We finished that one, and we finished that one, so this is the last one being finished now. We'll unlock planters. Wow. Progression wise, yeah, it's pretty cool. I think that's all running the best it can. let's go back over to here. Where is it?
Module challenge completed.
That's a challenge. Ah, grey nexus completed. Activate. Over here on the side of the screen. Ooh. Nice. Grey nexus operational. Signal stability improved. This structure anchors neural flow. It will enable technologies previously unreachable. Right. Wow, that's a substantial structure. I don't recall uploading this design to your system. Curious, I must have overlooked something. Still, it does not appear to hinder productivity. I'll allow it for now. All right. That's it. There's no delivery. Do I put a... No. That's just it for the time being. So blue volt's 2000, so basically I need to work on my blue data shards. Blue building second floor. Yes. And blue building's third floor. I'll wait a minute. Get all those upgraded. These are not part of that. Right. What else can we upgrade in our tech tree? Ooh, that swallowed a lot of resources then, didn't it? So is it just the amount of products needed to do an upgrade? Or is it time? It just takes the time. Oh, you can see it putting the things there. Basic core facility large, and it's 960. What small things can I get? Data shards salvager. Spawns deposited grey shards back to the factory. Stops if deposit field is empty. Well, it costs 1. I might as well unlock it. Data shard salvager. Yeah, allows deposit data shard to reintroduce it to the facility. What? So I just... I don't really get the point of it. I mean, I've got data shards increasing, but they're increasing and decreasing. Don't know. Linked buildings amount 3. That's for the harvester pod. That would be helpful. Overflow splitter. Outputs on command line spot and then switches to other output. That would be helpful at some point. Pointers. Operators cast a coloured beam in the sky to mark visible area. That's a bit cosmetic. Basic stamper level 2, that'd be worthwhile. Painter speed level 2. That would be... I don't think I need that at the moment. Furnace level 2. That's what we're talking about. So we've already done that one. Oh, have we done it? No, it's locked. So that's extractor speed 20. Oh, that's for the shards. That's for the furnace speed. I probably want to do this first. And then probably, I'm thinking the painter speed at the same time. And the link buildings amount. Okay, so now, look. I'm just going to click on all these to get rid of the... Display your banner proudly. You can't edit it. Alright, so the painters now. That's the dye mixer. Painters can now do 30. Before they were doing 15. Fair enough. That's waiting on those to finish, right. Well, there's been a bit of a shortage in blue, I think. Yes, there has. So I need to get these upgraded, I think. I don't know. It sort of doesn't say how much per minute of the crystals these need. But these now, these have gone up, haven't they? They've gone up to 20, 40, 60. So now I'm getting 120. I feel like I'm not getting the best output per minute. Did I upgrade my furnaces, or is that coming? That's coming. 240. I upgraded the miner speed. Yeah, I reckon hold on. I didn't need to do that.
Rank up.
Ooh, level 9. Right, I was in the middle of something. Okay, the reason I did that, so I'm going to push all these back. Let me make sure I understand what I'm doing here. I've got 120 per belt at the moment. And I'm feeding 60 to each one. So technically, we make some changes here. That one belt will feed those two. So that, then I'm just going to I might actually alright, yep. Just making sure I understand what I'm moving. Because what I think I'm going to do here is
Delivery target completed.
ooh. I'm going to move that to here. So if I create another one of these here, then I might actually what's going on? I've done something wrong here, haven't I? I might actually I will move this to here. Actually, nah. Get rid of that. A crane there and a crane there. And a crane there. So I want to add, I'm going to split this. Right, now this, where is it? Right. So the point of all that is I'm going to duplicate this now. Oh. So I should just be able to now do that and do that. We'll see how much of our blue crystal gets used. I'll be back in 1 sec. Oh, I can see there I've missed a belt. Where's the just trying to see what's going on over here. This is producing a little bit better now. .5 per minute output, 9.38. Still got the blue coming in. We could even, once I could probably compact this a bit more, shift that up, and possibly we could move over to here. Is there crystals? There is. Oh wow. Yeah, I'm wondering if we could double our output on this island too. There would be enough room to do it again here, I suppose. Could move some things around. But you can spend a lot of time tweaking. Another thing there, with that in mind, I could change some of my belts too, like 2 of these could go to here, they could go up to there. So I could take these 4 here and then those 4 there, and that opens up. It just opens up more room here. It doesn't open up more room here. Oh, but if I took, yeah, yeah, I'm just swapping. That's all I'm doing. I was thinking if I was going to get more. I'm just gonna, oh yeah, that's all the way across. Is that a lonely one? No. But I could split these up now. Well, I did do that. Yeah, that's... yeah, I haven't done that here. So there's literally... I could break these up a bit more. Because these are all delivering 120. Building is being serviced by half the drones, but it is. It just a drone just took. Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah. In thinking about all that. I could. Hmm. Yeah. Could I do it? Really, I just want to copy all of that. That's one. That's... Oops. That. trying to see how much I can condense this. I'm actually going to ditch that and just work on this. So that's my 3 outputs. Can I condense that any more? I could, let's have a look here. So that's actually a bit better. So if that was, so that was the furthest I can get that down is here. And that's that there, and that there. I think what would actually work would be that could come there. That could come there. So that could literally go there. And then split here. Like that. And then this go like that. So that could actually go to here. That goes to there. That goes to there. I'm going to move it one more. No. All right, so I'm going to reuse these 4 lines to here, I think. And I don't know, drone-wise, yeah. There we go. I've got 3, those 3 are linked through there. I'm dealing with assume everything's working. Yep. So this one. Right, now I need to fix these. So the easiest way I'm going to do this is that's going to there. That's getting that from there. This. And then this. now get rid of those. Created a bit of pigment now. And that one's nearly there. So it's all working. Holy moly. I could even I've even got extra resources here. We could make some more and use some more pigment, because I could just shift this around. I think the slowest one is this one. That's kind of holding them all back. Not really, because that one's has this improved? 7.5, 9, 5, 26. That's 15. And that's 15. That's 30. That reckons 10. 22.5. I don't think we're using, and then I would probably be getting more. This is what I don't understand here is, have I got them all hooked up properly? Nope. That's what was going on with that one. Yeah, it does look like this production line here is the worst. That would make, oh no, 120 into the splitter and then 60 into there, so that's fine. But I don't think there's much I can do about. How's this work? 60 coming in, 15 out. Right, yeah. It really wants more. But when I get the next furnace level, then I should be able to ramp it up. It'll kind of be unbalanced again, but yeah. But that one seems okay. This one's not producing as fast. Don't know what's going on here. It's getting everything it needs. I just think it's probably because it's not saturated. What's our heat map say? We've got ones in all of our smelters. God, what's the holdup? Yeah, I think that's pumping it out at 4. That's proper good, and that's proper good. But yeah, it's 15, and that really wants 30. These need to be improved at some point in the future. But I think this should start to be running better. I just need to jam more blue in, to be honest. Why is this one? Oh yeah. This one's getting it from 2 lines. It's double dipping. I don't think it would have really technically double dipped, but anyway. How are we going with our... So 240 for the next furnace upgrade. The freight hub is 480. This one would probably be really handy. For instance, these little islands, like this one, instead of having that there. Because I could move this over here. Or it could be transported to a different island, like this one. Because this has got... Yeah, that's probably what you do. Ship everything over to here and build it over here. Alright. Challenges, that's still running. We're getting up to coloured challenges. Nothing crazy, it's just now we need to start using blue pigment, which we need to ramp up some more. But I'm just interested in, the thing I'm really interested in, where are we? I want to see this belt of blue moving more. I'm still not maximizing our nodes. This is running a lot better now. I like that we've added a couple more. I do feel like I could double again. I could definitely do this again. That, like, these belts could be moved around, and I could get another couple going. Oh, look at this. Now it's starting to actually crank up. This is good. So now I wouldn't mind optimizing this a bit more, because these are outputting 60. That's 30. What's our dye mixer upgrade? Dye mixer speed. 480 blue. Repaint, so more efficient. Yeah. So I think what I need to do is that's all coming into there. That's a split, that's a split. A few things changed a while back, so some of this isn't as necessary as it was. But I think so that's our 50-50 split. I don't think this is needed anymore. Like, I think I don't think I've got the space to do this. No, not here. Just going to move a few things over. That's all a little bit excessive, really. And actually, we could do how would I do that? That's the tough bit without moving. Oh, that can be. Right, that tightens that up a bit. And this can all that into there. That's 60, so that's 120 for those four. That's just... Oh yeah, it's supposed to be 120, isn't it? Huh. That should be feeding right. this goes to there. That goes to there. That does those. This isn't that efficient, but I'm going to ignore that for a minute. Sorry about that, Randy decided to have a bit of a bark. Oops. Then I wonder if Alright, so that'll let me do might get rid of that crane. I'll put that one there and that one there. Like that. And then this is for the alright, that should be operational. Yep. I'll be back in 1 sec. Alright, I just want to do this here. I don't think I could put it. Where is it? Bridge. Oh, maybe. Right, that helped a bit. So that freed up some space because I was thinking, could I add that there? But maybe just 2 more. How would that work? Doesn't really work for 3s, does it? So I spent all that time moving that over there to try and can't really get that back any further. Well, in saying that, Still not happy with. Well, hold on. Now that I've done that, so close. I want to. Can I? Oh yeah. No. Still can't. This is not going to work. Actually, you know what? That's going to work. Here's my... Yeah, actually, this here goes like that. That goes like that. This that won't work. It would have to be like that. Hold on. I've nearly got it. I'm just... so I can go there. Actually, I just need it there, don't I? So there's no reason why this definitely feels like satisfactory all over again. Coming up with these stupid solutions to puzzles. Alright, and I didn't bring this in here. So this here to there. Look. Right. So now and then before I do anything else, Okay, so the whole point of that was can I move the, how far can I move this up here? I've only done one part of the puzzle so far. Some of this can change. Yeah, like, hold on. Doesn't make sense to put that. Yeah, makes it look a bit silly. Well, that at least saved me one more bit of space. But actually, in saying that, another bit of space saved. But I don't think, no, actually, yeah. No, damn. If I could just squeeze this across one. I possibly could. I don't know. I've been working for ages in this small spot. I'm so close. I think. Yeah, I need the space. Ooh. It's just not fair, is it? Oh, actually, no. Yeah, no. Because I need to get... Oh, yeah. All right. Yeah, now I can actually do this. Man, that was a lot of work. But it did allow me to do that. Okay. We're making some headway now. So I've just got to do... Let me just brain myself for a bit. That was like that. that. No, no. I reckon those. That. Like that. Don't know if this is right. But I need to try it. And then I don't think I've got enough space to do what I want to do. Maybe I do. I don't there. Really, Randy? That one's not going to work. But this one might work. So I've got an issue here. I'm kind of stuck with everything I've got here. I can't condense it back anymore, I don't think. That's right, Randy. No, that wouldn't work. Oh, I so want to make this work. I think I'm close. Like, okay, I know what I need to do. I kind of think I need it. Yeah, let's try it differently. Randy, that's enough. I'm trying to load balance. But I think it's still too tight. Any which way I want to do this. Okay, I think what we need to do is we go up to here. And I simply take the resources we need to make it happen. This is one of those situations where it doesn't matter what you try. You're just going to be shooting yourself in the foot non-stop. That's so annoying. Yeah, that is really annoying. Anyway. So then what I do is, now we just build this the way I need to. And I can build it freely here and then figure it out in a second. So I think I was a bit... I think I need to... So the only thing I don't understand here is, and I think... So I'm trying to do an even, and this is throwing me off, this side here. So I think It needs to be like that. That's one. It does my head in. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's that one. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's kind of like I need to do that. Oh yeah, that would still stay there. So that one would go there and there. And I suppose okay, that like that. And then I think I'm just going to just think about this for a second. Oh, you could do oh, Randy and his barking. finished barking now. Okay, I think I've got this. All I've got to do is... This probably could be more compact as well. So I've got 1 and 1. So yeah, there's no way I was fitting that in down there. But could I squash it anymore? That was the question. I don't think... I don't think so. Maybe this could go there. Yeah, I think that's really the only squash I could do. Alright, where, if I'm going to keep this, let's say we put it here. How do I get, I want to get the die. I could probably get it to there. If I could move... so I want to get the die back in, feed into here. And the only thing that's stopping me is I could go here. No, not there. But I could get it into here, I reckon. But once it's in here... Oh, although... That's better. And actually... that might be it. So the... that to there, that to there, that goes to there, that goes all the way back to there. Let's see if this works. I like that oil going all the way around the outside. What number are they going to get? Yeah, some of them are getting a 2. Alright, they're all on 2. Oh, up to 3 on some of them. So now I'm actually saturating this. And it's blocking up, so I don't think I'm going to get any better than 3. Oh, I've got a 4 there. Well, I'm happy. It took me a while to work out, but that should help with my dye shenanigans I was having issues with. This island's getting pretty tight, I've got to say. There is a bit of a backup now, which is good. That means this is working. And that one's working. Now that I've got the dye running a bit better, this should crank a bit more. Yeah, there's a lot going on here. But at least my dyes, my pigment factories are working. What I don't understand is, that one says it's doing 10, that one says it's doing 10. That's 10, and that's 12 and a half. Okay, well, I suppose I can't complain. And you know what? After all of that, oh wow, look at my blue ones have backed up. So I'm making a lot more blue now. So I could be, oh, what? I've never actually had them running, outputting. Oh, that was a waste. I'm glad I just discovered that now. But I could do, looks like I could do more of those now. There is a little bit of a backup there. Wow, there's a lot backed up. They might work better now that I've got this going on. This extra one working when it's supposed to. Tech tree wise, after all that time I've spent, I can now get the furnace. That'll be up to from 120 to 30. So instead of it being 15, it'll now be 30. And that'll make a big change to a lot of things. Dye miner efficiency, that'll produce a bit more paint. I've got some stamper upgrades. Cutters level 3. Assembler speed again. We're waiting on the enough. Can I build one yet, or that's right, I was waiting on the new transport. This, I can afford it now. So I'm going to unlock that now. Okay, freighter control can be accessed via the top menu or a placed freight hub. Freighters carry large cargoes of multiple items, can be programmed freely. Each can visit multiple freight hubs, plus you can unlock more freighters in the tech tree. You can place an unlimited amount of hubs with input-output storages. Freighters load from the freighter's hub input and unload to its outputs. Okay. So that is now this. I'll just place this here and we'll have a look at it later. That's how I can get the resources off that dock. So you can do, I could load ore in off those little islands. We'll just fill it up with all the resources on the island and ship it to where you want it to go. And pretty similar with like all of this stuff too. Instead of belting it, you just freight it. But that'll be for the next episode, because I think I've exhausted myself today. I have enjoyed it. We'll wrap it up here. Rightio folks, in today's episode we were working on the production lines, just refactoring a few things, and Randy's certainly happy about that, if you can hear him whining. Some of the things where we had the extractor speed increased, so I was able to use 2 nodes instead of 4. That meant I could create some more things, with those things being more of the blue pigment and paint. We sort of went to town on making all that, and there was a lot of shuffling things around and moving, but in the end I've come up with a nice sort of setup, I think, and we will keep working on those in the future. We've got what have we got to do next? We've just unlocked the freighting component, the large airborne freight, so that'll be interesting to get up and running, and it might make it a bit easier to move some resources around. I'm enjoying the game, it's very addictive, but I need to stop and have a rest. Anyway, have a good morning, afternoon, evening, night, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye.